Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is your host, JC, Everyday Thoughts. Everyone gather around should be a good one today. Today's topic is, Iman Shumpert said, men with money don't want women to pay bills. What are my thoughts about the situation? Well, I agree with him. I mean, men with money, resources, they really don't want the woman or lady or wife to pay for anything. I'm a firm believer. Because those type of men, they don't even want a woman to go in her purse to pay for anything. He's like, hey, I got it. Those type of men, probably old school, like grandfathers, they probably seen their grandfather take care of the household. Or maybe they didn't. Maybe they just wised up, did what they needed to do, go to school, go, be a doctor, be a lawyer. I mean, he's an NBA player, so of course he has that kind of money to splurge out on wife, kids, family, etc. But yeah, though, I mean, it is the type of place where you're going to be at as a man. Where you be like, hey, hey, go to the spa, or hey, go get your feet done, or hey, go to Hawaii, or go to Jamaica. You want to be able to say, anything that may happen, you have insurance on it. Okay, hey, the car broke down. Okay, let's go up the street, let's get it fixed. Or hey, take care of your mom. Your mom, she's probably been working for 20, 30 years. Like, hey, mom, you can stop now. You can just, lay home. I have enough money to provide for you. You can just stay home and just, relax for right now. Same thing with his wife, So you always want to be with that type of man. I don't have an issue with that. I mean, it is the dream that a lot of men hope to go for. I mean, that's what you ultimately want. I mean, deep down, you being a man, you really don't want your wife out there working, having stress as far as with bills, dealing with other people, they maintain the household. You really don't want that as a man. You want to be like, hey, I got the household, mortgage, I have rent, I have all that paid for, in advance, 2 months in advance. So we're not stressing over that, worried about or the lights will get cut off today, worried about we have gas or heat. I mean, that's not what you want to worry about. So it's very essential for men to get to that place to have that financial freedom, which means you have to study, you have to go to work, you may need to go back to school, learn a trade, just do something to be self-sufficient. I mean, that's really what whole life is all about. I mean, try to do what you have to do to be self-sufficient. I mean, because like I said, it's not really about you. It's about living a legacy for your progeny, like your daughter, your sons, and their kids. Like, you want to leave that type of lasting impression so that 30, 40, 60 years from now, when you have your name up there on some kind of photo where it's talking about your family legacy, they're like, yeah, that was such and such. He was a great man. He provided for his wife, kids. He was a great, honorable man. You know what I'm saying? It's not really about what you've been said and told right now. It's about when the dust settles, what do you remember for? What's your legacy? What's your impact? The contribution that you made to the world and to the earth and those around you. So people can flaunt, oh, I got, this many houses, this many cars, I have men with this many women, but really and truly, what's your end goal? Like, once once your time is up, once your time has expired, what do you want your legacy to be? I don't think a lot of people realize that, or they don't want to think about it, but it is something to talk about. It is something to be mindful of. But yeah, though, I mean, I do agree with what he said about, men who has money, they don't want the woman to pay the bills. Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, but like I said, it doesn't exclude a woman from going out there working, doing what she has to do for herself. But I have my record saying, don't let the man be the only provider. I mean, you need to have money for your own self, but you get in a situation where he may be manipulative, may be destructive, then nah. I mean, a lot of times, a lot of men, they boost their ego off of how much money they make. So, like I said, as a woman, like I said, she always do what you have to do. I'm not saying don't rely on a man. You can rely on a man, but after he's shown himself to you, proving to himself that he's the man that he's supposed to be, I don't have an issue with it. But like I said, you always tell them, I always say, get the schooling in, get your degree, get your bachelor, get your master. Just have something for you. You may be writing, you might be a poet, you might be a hairdresser. Just try to find your niche, because you never know what may or may not happen. And like I said, men, we do tend to die earlier than women, so you want to be able to fall back on what you got going on as opposed to what he got going on. But yeah, though, like I said, it's a great, it was a good saying that he said. I mean, I agree with it wholeheartedly. And like I said, but what's your thoughts, though, about the whole situation? Do you agree with what he says, or do you have any kind of disagreements? Feel free to comment below. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm on every platform: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So until next time, I'm out. JC, everything else.